And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we are getting back to football stadiums in the World Cup. I know it's been a couple of days since I have uploaded a video for good reason. My daughters were in one of the top youth football/soccer tournaments in the United States this past weekend, and did not have much time nor access to do these videos, so couldn't get to it, but appreciate you tuning into this one. We are going to get back on track and don't foresee too many instances where we'll miss a couple days of uploading videos, but in any case, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that button now, and always smash the like button if you can. I always appreciate it. And we're going to get into the World Cup. I figured a good time after this weekend of football here in the United States for my family to get more into the back into that. We'll do some country profiles this week as well. So if you want me to feature your country, please comment down below. I'll do a game from GeoGuessr to whoever comments below what country you want. The first person to do so I will do that game and feature that country this week. So without further ado, let's get into this. It's been a couple days since I played GeoGuessr. I'm going to set this at, let's give 2 minutes per round. I'll see how we do there. Again, it's been 2 days since I've actually done a game on, maybe 3 days now, GeoGuessr. So right off the bat, this looks like River Plate, I guess, Argentina. I'm not sure. I could be totally wrong on that. Not too familiar with my South American clubs. So that's the only unfortunate thing. Is that it? No, that's not it. Let's see. Where could we be here? Another thing I noticed too, I'm doing this on a Sunday evening, and I noticed that a little slow here. I know my kids are all accessing their Wi-Fi. So at the same time, I think they're all on now. So anyway, I'm going to have to, so I see how it's a little slower. Have to drop this somewhere. And not sure where we are. So we're going to have to just guess. Oh, I think I was... No, at least it's not the same stadium. Oh, wait. No. Oh, boy, am I off on this one. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. I did look up here at the last second. We are at Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberty. River Plate. That's right. So, okay, I was right with that. I just was in the wrong location. Not too bad. 4,851 points. And we're off to the next round. And this is HSV, which is Hamburg, der Hamburger Weg, the Imtech Arena, Hamburg, Deutschland. Okay. St. Pauli, I was here. In a previous game, I picked the wrong stadium, or the wrong city, I should say. I forget what I picked. So in any case, we will try to get this one. I know this is, Hamburg. I'm just not sure where the football stadium is located. Okay, there's H. Where could we be? So that's interesting. I feel like we've got a V around here. There's airport. Sport. No. Wassermann Park. Und St. Pauli, no. Okay, so we're closer to the city. Interesting. At the Volksparkstadion outside of Hamburg. 4,950 points, not too bad. I will say, with the World Cup, just an experience from an American. I grew up, loved soccer, football, but we weren't in the 86 and 90. It really wasn't on TV. It was on what was called cable TV back in 1990. Not all games were on. 1986, forget about it. I was 7 years old, and just didn't. It just wasn't on at that point. I mean, maybe one channel here or there, but it really wasn't on, which is crazy to understand. But that's what it was. So the World Cup for me really started like 90, watching a little bit of it, not too much, but really 1994 was the first time it came to the United States. It was all over the place. That's what put the World Cup on the map of the United States. And the first time the United States had a lot of access. So just to give some background to what has gone on from an American, grew up in the United States, and I'm looking at the United States thinking of World Cup 1994 as I do this. This is actually Leipzig, Red Bull, Leipzig. So we got to figure out where we are here. But essentially, as I go back to that, it was, here's Red Bull Arena. So there we are, right in the middle. And we're 11 yards, 5,000 points. Perfect. So I'm talking about this. That's the viewpoint. 1994 really put the I think, the United States media, that's where they first started covering it on the mainstream TV channels at the time. You had regular TV, over the air TV, and you had cable TV. Not everybody had cable TV at the time. I didn't have cable TV until I was around that time, maybe a little bit before. And that was the first year or the first time the World Cup had ever, and for soccer for that matter, football, where it was on TV en masse. And then 96 MLS started, that kind of jump started that started the professional league. And then really from 98, that kind of took a little setback. But then 2002 was another point in the United States where the World Cup, where it was early in the morning. But the surprising thing that a lot of people watched even like at 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning, which caught a lot of the media, I think, a little by surprise. And then it just, from that point, the United States just changed. So that's a little perspective from an American standpoint on the World Cup and the viewpoint. Stadion Contour. Is this Sweden? Central, which is, whoa, what's this? There it is. Instead of turn around. What's this? Malmo? Swedbank Stadion. That looks like Malmo, and it is Malmo, which, as an American, just trying to understand this, the world, the maps. Obviously, I know a lot about, I feel like I know a lot about geography anyway, from an American standpoint. But Malmo, I believe, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is from Malmo. I could be wrong on that. But I feel like that, anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he might be from Malmo. I think that's how you say it, Malmo. Sweet Bank Stadion. I feel like this might be closer to the middle of the city because the older stadium, but I don't know. This is it, I think. Oh, wrong side. I didn't even look up there to see this one. Malmo Stadion. We missed off 1.203 yards, so at least I found it. And, yep, that's that. Okay, so interesting. All right. Good morning, Malmo. All right, off to the last round here. And this one's familiar to me as an American because the United States has had to come here in World Cup qualifying. And this is the Estadio Azteca in Ciudad de Mexico, which is Mexico City. And this is the one I feel like it is out of the city. And I'm not sure. Such a large city, Mexico City. Home of Club America and another Mexican team. Maybe it isn't closer. I feel like it's outside of the city, though, in any time that I've seen. No, that's... I feel like it's up this way, up north. Anyway, Estadio Azteca, home of the famous Hand of God game, I believe. Maradona and England. And that's the other thing. I think that was 1986, and I'll just have to leave it there. Oh, man. Oh, got a new badge for some reason there. Another one. Another one. Okay, so it's south of the city. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so a little interesting about Estadio Azteca. I think that was 1986, and it's interesting that Mexico hosted that World Cup, I believe. And just to the neighbors to the north, it really wasn't on TV. I find that fascinating. The world's biggest event, and you have the world's one of the largest media markets in the mid 80s in the United States, and those two didn't go together, which to me is fascinating. So anyway, Mexico City. The reason why I know Mexico City, Estadio Azteca, I think that's about 7,000 feet. I don't know how many meters, but 7,000 feet above sea level. Very high altitude. The balls, in fact, when teams play there from the United States, the ball can travel, goal kicks can travel almost the full length to pitch because of the altitude, and it's very tough to play there. Every qualifying game for Mexico is played there. And what's interesting for most of them is that they can't, teams can't cope with the altitude at, about the 60th minute on. The United States always has trouble there, other than it's just very interesting. And any Mexicans listening to this will attest it is the toughest place to play in qualifying. Brutal. It's absolutely brutal to the point that I believe it was Landon Donovan and fans get tossed with bags of piss, coins, all kinds of stuff. It is absolutely it is definitely a venue to play. So it's interesting how I don't know if that still continues, but I know it continued up until about I guess let's see, the World Cup of 2014 qualifying for Brazil still happened up to that point. Not sure about the last World Cup. There was the interesting thing. Won't continue on with this, but the interesting from American standpoint with this is when I first started following the United States, when you were able to, again, late 80s, early 90s, very rare, but when you could, no fans from the United States. No fans from the United States at Mexico City on a qualifier up until recently, where they started. They had to have riot police bring them into the ground and all that stuff. Very interesting how the support has definitely changed over the years from the United States to make that trip to Estadio Azteca. A lot of brave souls there going there from the United States. But again, the biggest rivalry in CONCACAF, and that's the reason why I bring it up, because that's what I'm familiar with, is Mexico and the United States. Always fun to watch, always going. I mean, that is the one. If anybody else in Europe that's watching this, do yourself a favor later, I think in 2021 or next year, I think that qualifying, when United States plays Mexico, that's one you have to watch. That is a absolute bloodbath on the field, and it's something that it's fun to watch. And unfortunately, the United States didn't make the World Cup last time, which is just a joke in my opinion. But hopefully they'll make it this time, looking well. And same with Mexico. So that is enough of that. I had 24,738 points, 1 round, 2 minutes. Again, familiar with some of these venues, not familiar with others. Obviously, Europe, Mexico, North America, probably familiar with South America. Really don't have the clue. We'll do another one of these soon. Only 1 round this time. I'm tired. It's been a long weekend, guys. I want to get something out to you. And again, a country you want me to profile in terms of doing a GeoGuessr game, comment down below. First one that does it, I'll do the game this week. We have more stadium videos come this week. Other countries, stadiums, maybe. But hey, we could do Spain. We go back to England. Go back to the whole of the UK. Ireland, St. Patrick's Day is coming up this week. We might have some fun things in store with that. Maybe GAA if you're from Ireland, stadiums. But we'll have some fun things this week. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, cheers.